All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the quick hit video over here at SHIPIT.com, where you're talking defense and tight ends. See what we can find here over on DraftKings. A lot of this, again, can be applied to FanDuel as well. But thanks for tuning in here. Please hit the like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton in our efforts to grow this channel. The support so far has been overwhelming, and we definitely appreciate your continued support. So hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to talk tight ends first, and then we'll go into defense, see what we can find here. At tight end, at the top, you have Travis Kelce at the top of the board here, $7,600. Clearly a good play this week. I mean, this game has the highest total on the board, sitting at 54. Could potentially be a back and forth. Coming off a down game, hasn't had the explosion game, but man, this clearly could be it against this really bad Minnesota defense. On the other side of the ball, Hawkinson should come in much lower owned, but really, I mean, has similar upside, I'd say. He's a target monster. He can find the end zone, and at only $1,100 cheaper than Kelce, the ownership difference is going to be pretty wide. So good with him. And then Mark Andrews, 5.5, finally had the game. 25 fantasy points, 2 touchdowns. The concern, though, is only the 5 targets. Very efficient, obviously, 5 for 5, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. The price is good, though, 5.5, and it clearly has the multiple touchdown upside, so do not necessarily hate him. And then there's a little bit of a lull here for me. Like Darren Waller, I mean, I just don't know how you play any Giants pass catchers. Waller's been a complete bust this season. They don't even target him, really. Paid him the big bucks and then just don't even really get him involved in the offense. Tough situation. Laporta, I just don't know how much the Lions will be throwing the ball this week. They're 10-point favorites at home. Should definitely get the job done in the red zone. They've been running it a ton. Hunter Henry, not much interest. I do have interest in Goddard on those Jalen Hurts stacks. Goddard just hasn't done anything this season, but he's a good tight end. He's going to get it going at some point. Still seeing targets 7, 7, 4. I guess the 4 is a little disappointing in the game they're playing from behind on, but at 4.2, I think he's an interesting play there for us. Zach Ertz at 3.5, still cheap and still just getting a ton of targets. 10 targets last time out. 10, 8, 10, and then he had a 2-target game, but they're beating the hell out of the Cowboys in that one. Got to look to him for sure. Kyle Pitts, 3.3K. I mean, who would have ever imagined last season? I mean, he was like in season-long stuff last year, like one of the first tight ends drafted, 3-3 all the way down for Pitts. If they're playing from behind, they're going to have to throw it. 3-3, I mean, he just needs to find the end zone. Can he do it? Yeah, I think he can. So he'll be in my player pool. Our guy Chig, 3.2K. Is Burks out? Because that is, what's Burks? He's questionable. So he would definitely get a boost if, let me just verify that. So I'm going to look this up real quick. It's not, if Treylon Burks is out, he would definitely get a boost. Yeah, questionable. So not much new information on him, but I'm good with Chig either way. He's touchdown guy for sure. 3.2. It's a very fair price tag. Granson at 3K flat. 6, 4, 4, 5 targets. Like that's solid for a 3K guy. I think he's in play as well. So it's always appealing on DraftKings to go really cheap, but I do think there's very viable top end guys. Kelce, Hawkinson, Andrews. Hawkinson's the one that kind of stands out to me. Might get squeezed a little bit between Kelce and Andrews there in the pricing spectrum. So he stands out. And then the cheap guys, let me just make sure. Is that everyone that I wanted to touch on? Yes, I believe so. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, that was it at the tight end position. All right, now for defense, defense the variance of the defense position is super, super high. In 150, I just like kind of spreading it out. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to make big stands at the position. At the top end, Lions stand out at home against the Panthers, 3.8K. The most popular defense this week is going to be the Miami Dolphins, 3.6K. And we all saw what just happened on Monday Night Football where the Seahawks had, 10 or 11 sacks against Daniel Jones and the terrible Giants offensive line, 3-6. They're going to be very popular. Tough spot to avoid, man. That's like it seems like a slam dunk situation. Broncos at home, 3-2 against the Jets. That's a spot for sure to look to. Don't even hate the Cardinals against the Bengals. I mean, Joe Burrow can't move, so I'm interested in that defense. Titans 2-4 against the Colts. That's a cheap defense we can target. Those are just a few that kind of stand out. But again, I kind of want to just spread it out. It's just a tough position to nail, tough position to project. So if you're building one team, the Dolphins, man, it's tough to avoid that. Like that's a situation where I really probably just want to eat the chalk if it's popular, which it's going to be. But there's other spots we can go, cheaper ones as well. And then maybe, the Lions above them might get a little lower owned because the Dolphins are going to attract so much of that ownership. So that's kind of where we're at, defense and tight end. Like I said, we do videos for QBs, running backs, wide receivers. Make sure to tune in to all of those. If you're not a member at shipitnation.com, got this 5-day mission, $19 gets you full access to the website, all our NFL content, MLB playoffs, PGA, MMA going on this weekend, and then NBA, NHL right around the corner. So make sure to give us a try if you haven't yet. For less than $20, $19 gets you full access to our website. So we appreciate all the support so far. We appreciate it, obviously, if you give us a try. At a minimum, though, hit the like and subscribe on these videos. We really appreciate the support in that manner. But that is going to do it here for the tight end and defense video. Good luck in your contest this week.